Peace, humans, a majestic chance have been given to you. All of you who stands here on a quest to find something of extreme value. It is something close to my heart that I've lost. Thrill and adventure awaits all of you. Each you have to go through distinct management accounting to problems in order to locate the ultimate key, the missing coin. Let the games begin.
This is where all the things were in shades of green. Now you are in your second grade. This is where all things are in shades of green. This must be the place. Oh look, what is this?
The following year-end data pertain to Sheldon Cooper Corporation. Earnings before interest and taxes, $800,000. Current assets, $800,000. Non-current assets, $3.2 million. Current liability, $400,000. Non-current liability, $1 million. Sheldon Cooper Corporation pays an income tax rate of 30%. Its weighted average cost of capital is 10%. What is Sheldon Cooper Corporation's economic value added?
When you are asked to compute for the economic value added, you must remember the phrase adverse drag effects. After tax operating income regarding 2,000, less desired return on investment, total assets 4 million, current liability 400,000, investment base 3.6 million times the weighted average cost of capital 10%, and you get 360,000, and the economic value added is 200,000. It is easy, right? Again, whenever solving the EVA, just remember adverse drag effects.
It seems like you got it correctly. Here, take this.
If you want to learn and grow, turn the page just in the book.
If you want to learn and grow, turn the page, get in the know. The Northern Division sells goods internally to the Southern Division of the Kanye West Company. The prevailing external pump price of Northern's product is $500 per unit plus transportation. It costs $100 per unit to transport the goods to Southern. Northern incurs the following costs per unit in producing the goods: materials $250, direct labor $75, storage and handling $60, for a total of $385. If market-based transfer pricing method is to be used, the transfer price must be set at
Market-based transfer price. Pricing method is to be used. We must remember the phrase, take care, electromagnetic pulse. The transfer price should be the sum of the transportation cost and the prevailing external market price. So in our problem, the transportation cost is equal to 100 pesos and the external market price is equal to 500 pesos. So our market-based transfer price is 600.
That was fascinating. Now you must have this.
Just look up.
Just look up. There are no limits.
Oh, this is an easy one.
Enrique Hill Corporation is considering the purchase of a new machine costing $450,000. The machine will have an economic life of 5 years with no salvage value at the end of its life. It will be depreciated using the straight line method and is expected to produce annual cash flows from operations, net of income taxes, of $150,000. Enrique Hill Corporation's cost of capital is 10%. It is subject to an income tax rate of 32%. What is the net present value of this capital investment project?
There are several ways of getting the net present value. For this problem, we will make use of the poverty create needs formula. Present value of the cash inflows is equal to 150,000 times 3.791, which is the present value of one received for 6 period, 568,650 less the cost of investment, which is 450k, equals the net present value of 116,650. The net present value for this project is 118,650. It's really easy to remember. Poverty creates needs. We compute for the P, present value of the cash inflows, subtract the C, the cost of investments, and there you have it. We finally have the value of our N, the net present value.
You are ready for the next problem. Adjust.
Our resource or water, our livestock, a vessel deep in a blank.
Just look up. There are no limits.
Whoa, this is an easy one.
Enrique Hill Corporation is considering the purchase of a new machine costing $450,000. The machine will have an economic life of 5 years with no salvage value at the end of its life. It will be depreciated using the straight line method and is expected to produce annual cash flows from operations, net of income taxes, of $150,000. Enrique Hill Corporation's cost of capital is 10%. It is subject to an income tax rate of 32%. What is the net present value of this capital investment project?
There are several ways of getting the net present value. For this problem, we will make use of the poverty create needs formula. Present value of the cash inflows is equal to 150,000 times 3.791, which is the present value of one received for 6 period, 568,650 less the cost of investment, which is 450k, equals the net present value of 116,650. The net present value for this project is 118,650. It's really easy to remember. Poverty creates needs. We compute for the P, present value of the cash inflows, subtract the C, the cost of investments, and there you have it. We finally have the value of our N, the net present value.
You are ready for the next problem. Adjust.
Our resource or water, our livestock, a vessel deep in a blank.
Our souls are water, our lives a cup, a vessel dipped in a blank.
The last clue was related to what? So this must be the answer to that. The school of hunting. But where is the next question? There it is. That's the question.
The Joseph Marcos shipping line has recently commissioned a new ship, the JM1. The new ship can carry up to 2,000 passengers. It was purchased by JM at a cost of $300 million. Its AUL is 10 years, with salvage value of $40 million at the end of its service life. The annual net cash inflow from operating JM1 is $43,680,000. How many years can Joseph Marco recover the initial cost of investment in JM1?
So the missing element in the problem is the payback period. In situations like this, it is helpful to remember the NPA triangle. That is, payback period is equal to net cost of initial investment times annual net cash inflows. Using the NPA triangle, we have the equation payback period is equal to net cost of initial investment over annual net cash inflows. That is equal to 300 million divided by 43.68 million. And the payback period from the given problem is 6.87 years.
That one's a no-brainer. You may get your next set of clues.
Built on a solid ground, nothing can ever.
Built on a solid ground, nothing can tear us down.
Solid ground? Nothing can tear it down? I'm definitely correct. Oh, a letter.
Daniel Matsunaga Corporation had 220,000 in invested assets, sales of 242,000, income from operations amounting to 48,400, and a desired minimum rate of return of 3%. The rate of return on investment for Daniel Matsunaga is
Whenever solving for ROI, it is helpful to remember this scenario. Roy is the son of Ross and Adam. ROI is equal to income from operation over sales times sales over invested assets, which is also equal to income from operations over invested assets. Therefore, 48,400 over 220,000 is equal to 22% of return of investment. The ROI for Daniel is 22%. To sum up, just remember ROI and his parents, Ross and Adam.
well done, apprentice. Take this clue and head to your next destination.
It's a cycle, it never changes. Round, round, here we go.
In this vast field of greens, let your spirit flee.
Wow, this must be the vast fields of greens. Oh, the football field.
A product is sold for 0.60 per unit, variable cost of 0.20 per unit, and fixed cost of 10,000. What is the break-even point in units?
When solving for the break-even in units, we can use a number of formulas. But for this illustration, we will use the formula. Operating income is equal to sales less variable cost less fixed cost. But to easily remember the formula, just remember this line. OMG, Sabrina vanished on Friday? Substituting the formula, we have operating income is equal to sales less variable cost less fixed cost. Given the data on the problem, 0 is equal to quantity 0.6 times Q is equal to quantity 0.2 times X is equal to 10,000. 0.4 Q is equal to 10,000 and Q is equal to 25,000 units. It is really easy. Not a trace of sweat, huh?
Splendid! You are getting closer to the final clue.
Final clue. In the vast fields. Wait. Stop and sit, chill and be at ease.
Where do most people chill? It's definitely this area. Now, if I can only find the next clue. Oh, look.
Big Bang Theory Company had income of 75,000 and sales of 300,000. What is the profit margin of BBT Company?
When solving for the profit margin, remember this catchphrase, inspiration produces substance. Use the IPS triangle to get the profit margin. Income over profit margin multiplied by sales. Deriving from the formula mentioned, we have profit margin equals income over sales. 75,000 over 300,000. We have 25%. The profit margin for the Big Bang Theory Company is 25%. Do not forget about the IPS because it is very handy whenever computing for the aforementioned factors.
You got it correctly. It is time for your final clue.
This is where it all began.
So this is where it all began, so I guess this is where it all ends.
summa cum laude company has 200,000 to invest for Project A. What is the profitability index of Project A given the following information? Net present value 21,075. Initial investment 200,000.
So we are asked to compute for the profitability index, and PR or profitability index is computed by dividing net present value of future cash flows by the initial investment. So to easily understand or remember this, just remember the birds, ponies are not normal. Ponies are not actually normal, they are fancy, right? Anyway, go back, let us now solve for the profitability index. Profitability index is equals to NBP, which is 21,075 over the net investment of 200,000. So to compute that, that is 10.6%.
This is just what I needed. You have no idea how long I've searched for this coin. And as a reward, you are bestowed the highest honor, the once-in-a-lifetime chance of becoming an official archaeologist. Well done.
That's it? That's all what I got?
What were you expecting?
It's a waste of time. I didn't expect this all that I got. Anyway, never mind.